Hey, welcome back to another video. Today, our highlight card will be CENTISCORCH, all the way back from Genetic Apex. We're bringing him back. The plan is today to pair up our CENTISCORCH, who can hit for 130 and only discards one fire energy, with our Ho-Oh, who will put a fire, water, and an electric energy all on one basic Pokemon. So the idea here is that we'll power up Ho-Oh with our card Magby, so we can get it ready faster. And then we'll be able to swing with Ho-Oh, deal some damage, and at the same time power up our CENTISCORCH to hit for even more damage later on. We've also packed some basic supporter cards like Red, Sabrina, Leaf if we need to retreat, really helps with the Ho-Ohs, and some Ionos for consistency. And that's about it. Hopefully we'll do well. Okay, we got Ash. We've got Ash Ketchum this time. The one, the only. You better have some good Pokemon to be going up with the name Ash Ketchum. Like, if this isn't a Pikachu deck, I don't know what is. You're literally Ash Ketchum. If I could choose some Pokemon to see here, it'd be funny to see, like, Pikachu, Greninja, like, Squirtle, any of those, like, classic Ash Pokemon. Is that a Drampa? Did Ash have a Drampa? I didn't see the newer seasons, so... Maybe he did? I wouldn't know. I feel like I heard something about him having a Drampa. Dragonite I'm not so sure about, though. I don't know. I need to, like, catch up, but... Yeah, couldn't say for sure. Do I think they have anything good in their hand here? Because I could use Iono. I just don't know if it'd be worth it. I have 12 cards in my deck. Like, the chances of me getting, like, anything too useful out of that Iono is pretty small. Yeah, I can wait. I might as well see if they have... Like, if they use a Research or a Pokeball or something... I think I can get away with it. What does Drampa do, anyways? 20... Any of your bench Pokemon damage, another 50. I don't really see how that's super useful. Why would they do that? That's just good for me. I didn't want Ho-Oh up there. This is great. Now I can get my Ho-Oh powered up sooner. And I have 2 reds. But do I want to use one of the Ionos? I mean, they're gonna knock out my Magby here. I just wonder if, like, I could manage to get, like, Leaf or something else could be useful. I'll wait. Maybe I can get a CENTISCORCH if I really save up my cards and then use an Iono. So yeah, I guess they're running Dragonite Drampa? It's such a strange combination. I've never seen that. I don't even think I've seen people play Drampa, but I guess that's the whole Ash Ketchum stick, right? If that is one of his Pokemon. I feel like it was. I feel like... Okay, so yeah. Obviously they take out my Magby. And their Drampa is still super weak here because they are not going to have a benched Pokemon. We're getting our Sizzlipede loaded up. I do have Leaf in my hand, so I think I'm going to keep it for one more turn. Because if I happen to draw a Sizzlipede next turn, I mean a CENTISCORCH, I should be able to easily retreat into it without worrying about my energy on Ho-Oh. And then I can one-hit their Drampa. Honestly, either way though, like if they don't put anything else on their bench, I just use Iono, I retreat my Ho-Oh with the energy I have on him, and I hit for 130. They have Ho-Oh. Can't imagine what that's for. Is this like a Lugia deck? Did Ash Ketchum ever have Ho-Oh? I don't remember. But I didn't get my Sizzlipede, my CENTISCORCH I mean. So instead of worrying too much about... No, you know what? I will use my Iono. I wanna... If I can knock their Drampa out this turn, that'd be better than knocking it out next turn. I just hope I can retain one of my reds. Nice, okay, because now I can knock out the Ho-Oh as well. Yeah, this is great. The Ho can't deal enough damage to my CENTISCORCH for it to matter. So, yeah, I've got this in the bag. There's nothing they can do. CENTISCORCH just hits too strong. Hits too hard. These basic EXs especially just don't have enough health to fight against CENTISCORCH. That is a really cool Ho-Oh card, by the way. I mean, I have this one from the Deluxe EX pack, but theirs is still very cool. Oh, and they have the full art for Lugia. That's awesome. Yeah, but they didn't put a cape on, and that's pretty much the only way they could have saved themselves there. So we're going to be dealing 150 with a Fire Blast from CENTISCORCH, and that'll be the game for us. Man, this Ho-Oh has made CENTISCORCH so much better. You can get him loaded up in no time. It's amazing. And you have Ho-Oh out there to attack as well. He can take a basic out. He can, put some damage on an EX. It's usually enough to put CENTISCORCH into a position to kill the next person, so it's great. Okay, going against Arms from Heaven. Starting with a Magby. Hopefully starting with something that isn't a Magby, considering we have Pokeball. Going against Mega Pinsir EX. I think this is a really advantageous deck to be going against right now. We have CENTISCORCH. He's weak to fire types, right? So we deal 150 with CENTISCORCH. We pull red, we deal 100... Never mind. Can't do that in specific. But we still have Ho to deal some beginning damage, so we should be able to get him into kill range anyways. Hopefully I put Cyrus in this deck. If not, I don't really know how I'll address that, but... either way, it's a retreat cost of 2. I think it'll be pretty debilitating either way. So hopefully, we just need to get Ho-Oh and CENTISCORCH, and then we should be set. So we got our Sizzlipede. We're hoping for Ho-Oh as well. Maybe I should have used the research first. No, we got another Pokeball. We could get Ho-Oh here. He is technically the most likely of anyone. Nope. No Ho-Oh. That's okay. For now, we'll just put down some Sizzlipedes. Start to load them up. See, the nice thing about Magby is you can still use him to load up the Sizzlipedes. You don't have to only use Magby for Ho-Oh. By the time this Mega Pinsir starts swinging, I should have, a full CENTISCORCH loaded up. And I can have another one started as well. Which means, I should be hitting for pretty big damage here. And he can't be ready to hit until at least 2 turns from now. I have a lot of time to get my CENTISCORCHs ready. Magby is another card that has made CENTISCORCH so much better because, you can just load him up a lot faster. Moltres, you had to rely on coin flips. You get a consistent energy with Magby. It's really great. The only downside is that you have to keep him a basic as long as you can, because otherwise you just won't be able to attach that energy. So, I think, what is the plan here? We could attach an energy to Sizzlipede, and that would set us up to use CENTISCORCH's attack on the next turn. Well, we gotta put Ho. We can put Ho down for sure. My only question here is who to put the energy on, really. Let's see. How much damage does he do? 150. I don't think I would want to be using Ho here anyways. I think I'm going to go with my original plan. I'm going to put an energy on CENTISCORCH, and energy on my other Sizzlipede. And I think that'll set me up for a pretty strong attack. Honestly, if I want to be more cautious, I could put it on my Ho-Oh, yeah. I think that's the plan, 1 on each. Then I can be ready to attack, and I can have a Ho-Oh on the bench. Ooh. I could use Sabrina here, but then I risk them putting their Duskull up. That's probably not worth it. I think for now I want to get some big damage on the Mega Pinsir. There's not really any particular reason to use red there. If they happen to lose their tool, though, that's pretty strong. I suppose we could have saved that for the other Mega Pinsir. I don't really know how they'd lose their tool anyways. I don't really have a Guzma in this deck or anything. Maybe that's something I should consider for specifically going against this deck. But, wow, they didn't even use Will there. That could have gone poorly for them. They were lucky to get the coin flip successful. That's fine though, they are on 30 health. And you know what can take out 30 health Mega Pinsir? A regular Sizzlipede with 1 energy. Yeah, they have type weakness, so I hit him, and that's a win for us. I suppose we could have used the red on this turn too. Man, Mega Pinsir going down to Sizzlipede. That's how strong Sizzlipede is. He can take out the Megas as well. Yeah, it's an incredible combination, I think. It's so consistent if you can get the Pokemon you need. Alright, next up we've got Junku, I think? Junk? Something like that. Starting out with Ho, it's not terrible. Oh boy. Hydreigon deck. These have been dangerous. Yeah, there's not really, to my knowledge, a good way to combat these yet. Except Jolteon EX could be pretty good, I guess, but no, he still dies in 1 hit. It's only 2. It's only 40 damage you're dealing to the Hydreigon. Yeah, it's kind of rough. I kind of wonder if Jolteon EX would pair well with Celebi. That'd be interesting. The evolution Celebi. Okay. Okay, there's our Mars. I mean, our Magby. Some Mars, just kind of said it. Oof, that is unfortunate. They've already got Hydreigon up. We could, like, lose our Ho-Oh this turn. If we do, we can't do anything because... like... Copycat. Okay. That's still really bad, but it's not nearly as bad as if we had lost our Ho-Oh right away. At least in this case we can save a turn by swapping up Magby. And then... oh, wait, no, hold on. We might just be completely screwed here, because... we swap up Magby, the Magby dies. We put up... oh wait, okay, we have another Ho in our hands. We can put that on our... okay, they're really not helping me here. they're doing everything to mess up what I'm saying. Okay, unless we get that Ho-Oh back, yeah, we really don't have a chance here now. Lovely. I think our best option here, we research, hope we get something reasonable, because Leaf just isn't going to help us here. Okay, we did get our other Ho-Oh. The only issue is we're only going to have 1 energy on it, and they have the opportunity to Cyrus us. So I'm not really too confident in winning this match. Hydreigon is a really strong card. I do wonder why they've paired it with Absol, but yeah, there's not really much we can do to fight this yet. They're going to be hitting me for 130 again. Hopefully they don't have Cyrus. If they do, that's going to be a big problem. What would really, like, at least in part save me here is if I got another, Magby. Because then I could sacrifice another Magby, I could use Leaf, and I wouldn't have to worry about losing my Ho-Oh on that turn, and I'd have enough time to power up another Ho-Oh. Doesn't look like that's going to be happening, though. It's so strong as well, Hydreigon, because, like, by comparison to Rampardos, right? Like, let's say, in comparison to him, you still deal 130, you don't take self-damage, you instead deal the damage through an ability, which means you can heal it on the same turn. You keep your 150 health. He's not a fossil, which means you can get him much more consistently. The only real advantage to Rampardos being a fossil is you can guarantee a different card to be your starting card, which is useful in the Donphan deck. But yeah, this thing is really strong. And I don't really think I have anything left to fight it with. Yeah, because I mean, they're gonna lower my Ho to an amount of health where I just can't really. Yeah. No, we lost this match. If they hit my Ho there, which they would, I would be down to 20, which means they would knock me out on my next turn, which means that if I attacked and put the energy on my CENTISCORCH, it's in vain. So. Going up against Vinny. Let's see what we got. Starting with Ho and Magby and... Okay, we've got a great starting hand. We've got all three of our basics necessary for this deck. We should be able to get our Ho ready by the second turn. We're going second as well. It means we get an energy. Yeah, this is great. We should be able to get our CENTISCORCH online right away. They're going to have a pretty good start to beat this. Giratina with a water type deck? Was it going to be like Giratina Greninja or something? What do you run water type for Giratina? Yeah, and we're leading with the leaf in our hand. This is a really strong start. We'll be able to retract our Ho into our CENTISCORCH easily. Even if this is a water type deck, I'm not really afraid of it right now because we have so much going our way. Another Ho. I think for now we can leave this spot open in case we get another CENTISCORCH. If by next turn we don't have it, we might as well though. But yeah, our Ho-Oh should be able to take out their Giratina pretty easily. We'll be able to get 2 hits off before they can really do much of anything. I am worrying a little bit about the Greninja because it will probably be taking out our Magby. But that's not really too much of an issue. No, they're going for the Ho-Oh. Okay, I guess they're prioritizing damaging the Ho-Oh here so that they can make sure they can secure a KO on him. That's fine. All right, so we can move our Ho up. We're not really worried about getting knocked out because they don't have a way to generate the psychic energy unless they end turn again. So we get some energy on our Sizzlipede. We get a cool 80 off of them. Now they're in range of our Sizzlipede or like our... I don't think I have red in this deck. So yeah, pretty much just Sizzlipede. Not really... No, I should have red. Right? You'd think I'd have red. I gotta recheck that, but... Regardless, if we don't have red by next turn, we might as well just hit with Sizzlipede. Okay, so they're hitting Sizzlipede. Not an issue, I mean... They can't do anything with that. They can't deal enough damage to beat Sizzlipede in one hit. I mean, CENTISCORCH in one hit anyways. Yeah, they are pulling Cyrus, but that doesn't really do anything for them, because they just, again, they can't hit me. All they've done is save me a leaf, actually. Okay, and we're getting our other Sizzlipede. That's great news. I'd much rather have another Sizzlipede than, try to use my Ho-Oh to attack. Of course, I'm gonna have to use him once. But in any case, the Giratina is done for. They never even got a chance to attack with it. This is great. We're gonna have a big lead here because they really only have their Sylveon to attack with now, and we're dealing 130 damage per turn, or at least for the first turn. Yeah. So I figured that they would send Sylveon up here. If we're able to get Sabrina, I think I packed Sabrina in this deck, then that's game for us. Yeah, for now we'll be taking 70, but it's like so inconsequential right now. Because, like, unless they get another Greninja, they can't deal enough damage to knock out my CENTISCORCH. Hitting the Ho-Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, if they don't get a knockout on this particular turn, I don't really see a good way for them to win this. So we got Iono. Do I want to give them an opportunity to get different cards? Not particularly. That said, I kind of want different cards. That other Ho in my hand isn't really doing me much service, and that Leaf is not necessary at this point, so... Okay, there's a red. That's what I was hoping for. Yeah, as long as we got red, we can pull something together. And we got research. This is a much better hand for us. We can use research if we need it. Like, if they pull back Sylveon, certainly wouldn't hurt to try to get another CENTISCORCH running. Yeah, I mean... If they don't pull back their Sylveon, they lose here. Because they don't have any way of knocking out 2 Pokemon in one go. And they left their Sylveon up. Okay, so that's game, yeah. I mean, they didn't really have too much of a choice. If they pulled in their Greninja, they can't attack, and I would just hit them for 130 anyways, so... Yeah, that's about all they could have done unless they got their other Greninja going. They conceded, yeah. I was wondering why I couldn't click on the card. Man, CENTISCORCH is so strong. Like, once you get him running, he does 130 every turn. Like, that's a lot of damage. And with Ho-Oh, you can get him loaded so fast, as long as you have Magby. It's a great deck. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure to check out this next one. Thanks, have a great day. Peace.